Ah, boy. So traditionally, whenever I stream, I try to use my like soothing radio voice thing. Um, the problem with that is that I am really anxious today, um, and have been for a while. And I usually just like I have to be able to take like a really big breath to be able to do that. I'll probably still do it in lessons because it's really calming for people. But yeah, today you're gonna get my normally speaking voice, which is a little higher. Um, so uh, I guess you could call it the reverse Rue. Yeah. Yeah. Um, the um, I want to give a quick thank you to Wonderiku and everybody who's been submitting their vocals for the Baji project. There's been an uptick in people submitting. Thank you. It's a big deal to the Tamabajis and to me. So I really appreciate that. Guys. Hey Reinhardt, hey Kimchi, uh, hey Jane, hey Crassus, Kuro, hey Randor, hey Kitty, hey Zonarin, hey Shra, hey Uncle. Uh, I kind of know what I'm getting into, Rose. Because I like anyone who does some shit posting, I'm a big fan of. I like that stuff. So I am excited. Yeah. So that's gonna be fun. Um, it's interesting. I gotta talk to Saber again. I've been having to play with my audio settings. I think I messed something up when I had to re-import his stuff. Um, maybe Matt. I gotta be I gotta be a bit more disciplined in getting to know certain folks. Um, yeah. Um, um. Oh yeah. No, man. Taco Thursday. We don't have anything scheduled. Kimchi. I did get good sleep, Puro. Yeah. Um. Yeah. We don't have anything planned. Baji's preoccupied with a few things, and so is Daryl. So and at this point, so am I. Yeah. There's a lot going on. Um, so everyone's managing. Everyone's doing okay. So this voice is me not taking as big of an inhale and me not retracting my false folds. So more like everyone's got like a lot of ambitions and or responsibilities. Yeah, and people they want to do things for. Um, so they're prioritizing that. Um, yeah. So this voice is it's actually much less relaxed. If we're again framing the body as the instrument, this voice is um, kind of the antithesis of relaxed. But it's like do this or I can't really stream because then I wouldn't be able to talk. Um, yeah, yeah. So the lower voice, like if I try to take a bigger inhale, like it's still gonna come out like a little higher, but the voice where I'm like I have like it's lower like this. I mean, this is gonna be tight and a little tense if I try to maintain this. This is how I usually talk. Um, and right now my lower back is really tight. So if I try to do this over the long term, and this is how I usually present myself when I stream. This is like my professional voice, I guess. Um, if I try to do this, I'm not going to be like I'm going to be concentrating on like technique, and that's not something I want to adopt when I'm talking. I've revealed this before on stream. Yeah. So, like I've said it before, like, you know, it's not a matter of like real voice versus fake voice. It's a matter of usage, right? Like it's all my voice. It's just there's technique, right? I could do an anime girl voice from here, right? And it would still be my voice. Yeah. So this is like my more natural speaking voice. This is without false fold retraction, and this is without a larger inhale. Yeah, Uncle John, I can do a lot of things. It's funny, I forget, like, I've been shocking folks. Like, I make a lot of videos and I stream for long periods of time, right? So I forget, like, not everyone's seen everything. But yeah, I can do a lot of different stuff. Maybe Kuro. Like happier and higher pitched. I think that the like during my voice lessons, I'm still gonna bring in the relaxed tone, because what during the voice lessons is when I want people to feel like I don't want to project anxiety, right? But yeah, like when we're just chatting and I don't have a student to oblige, I think it's okay. Yeah. I tell us, yeah. All right. I do have one cool thing. So I've been in touch with Blue Bow, who's been on vacation, well earned. And they were nice enough to respond while on vacation. And I wanted to be a little irresponsible. So like I just really like Blue Bow shit. So like I was like, what like, can I get a GIF? But like I also like, then I tried to be like pragmatic about it. I was like, what do I ask them to do? And I was like, oh, like I guess we do need Baji art for the Baji project. Like that'd be fun. And yeah. So Blue Bow being like one of the premier artists in the space, commands a certain price, even for a GIF. And I got that price and I was like, but okay. Because I just like wanted to do it. Yeah. So we're gonna get a stinger transition. So Uncle John, there's a reason and a rhyme for that. I've been thinking a lot about this because there are reasons why there are best practices, and I think if you don't know or you haven't thought about it because you don't have a lot of opportunity or reason to consider some of these things, then those best practices look weird from the outside. I've been on stream vocal about how maddening some of these best practices are, right? Like, why wouldn't you turn certain things into content? Why does that have to be behind the scenes, right? And I think there's a lot that happens where influencer spaces have a lot of like clout chasing, right? And it's a space that inherently, regardless of niche, would attract like a narcissist, right? So that's like number one, right? So people, oh geez, Jordan. Can I get a shout out for Jordan Lane? This is a friend of mine. We go back to Mixer. Like she was the music streamer on Mixer, and in my heart remains the music streamer. I have a lot of respect for Jordan, and we're going to be working together real soon something that's kind of been on my bucket list actually as a creator. So thanks for the raid, Jordan. Jordan's great. Everybody, she plays piano, she plays guitar, and she sings a lot of music, and she plays games. And Jordan is like wholesomeness. Like that's that. If I could put a word to the content. So yeah, if we could get a shout out for Jordan, that would be great. And thank you, Shinsu. Yeah, I know you guys like wholesomeness. Jordan is minute best. Jordan, you've only heard one crash out, so I won't crash out on you. But that's the thing I do. So we call that just anime girl energy, which we try to dispel here. So given that like you've only heard one of the crash outs, I won't do it too because I don't want to freak you out. Though it would be fun. Yeah. Cringe too. Oh Jesus. Also, unless you sit on your chair. Does Jordan? I don't remember Jordan cursing that much. Maybe I just curse so much I don't even hear it anymore. Yeah, but no, Jordan's great. I'm excited. I'm excited too. I need to look at your music list. I just yelled. Yeah. Yeah, my community has a bit, Jordan, that's really funny. Oh, guys, I just applied for Twitch Partner. I qualified, I guess, last night. So I just applied. Given that I have a YouTube, it should be fine, but we'll see. I don't know. So it's application. Yeah, thanks, Jordan. Yeah. So, yeah, anyway, yeah, so I've been, dare I say, trying to have fun. So it's not, yeah, it's not false fold closure, it's neutral false folds. And it's just, I'm doing this because, oh, Jesus. Am I nervous? Yes. I'm anxious, not, for different reasons. Yeah. So, it's, a lot of people I care about, having a hard time. And, yeah. So, and like all at once for very different reasons. It just, so it's like, yeah. So that's, I knew if I had to do like my radio voice thing, which again, I'll do it in my voice lessons, but, yeah. If I had to do that, I don't think I would have pressed the live button. Am I doing great? Thanks. I just, yeah, I hope other people will have the opportunity to feel better soon. Yeah, but to that end, to try and cope, I've been trying to have more fun. So thank you for the gifted. Appreciate that. Yeah, and thanks again, guys, for doing the. Ooh, oh, thank you for the bits. Yeah, I'm really grateful for you guys for doing the Baji project. Again, shout out to Riku and doing Riku doing that shout out on his Discord is a big deal. Yeah. So having fun it's not a new concept, it's something that I haven't been doing for myself. Thank you for that, Mons. Yeah, Baji project is a big deal. Yeah. So, oh, yeah, I should explain it because we have a raid. So a friend of mine has her birthday on September 23rd, and she has been really good to me both professionally and personally. And her community approached me, and they wanted to do this last year, but it's kind of ambitious. So last year it fell apart because life happened, people happened, you know, and everyone was volunteering. So they came to me and asked for help. And I said yes. Now, I don't know why they thought I would somehow be more capable, but in saying yes, and broadcasting it, a lot of people have stepped up, namely Monocork, who's been doing a lot of the project management stuff. The Mlock from the Tamabaji community has been representing the Tamabajis, and we are this. My community is known as the Sages, kind of appropriate, I guess, given the name. And we're like the support class in this scenario, right? So we're just here we're trying to help. Yeah. So knowing and doing are two different things. Happy you're doing the part. I guess in response to the statement about my doing it. Yeah. So yeah, we're trying to get singers for this because it's this is a song that Bajru wrote. It's called "The Songs We Write Without Seeing." It's a song that's really important to her and her community because Baji started content creation very young. One might argue too young, but in doing it for so long, she has a really, really intimate relationship with her community. And so she has a song called "The Songs We Write Without Seeing," which is about her kind of her and her community kind of having this difficulty navigating how, you can feel close to somebody on the internet and never see them, right? Never know them in person, and yet feel closer to them than you do someone you know in real life. So thank you again, Shinsu. And it's a beautifully written song. It's long. At about, I think our version that we arranged is about 7 to 8 minutes, anywhere in that range. So we broke it down into parts, 5 different parts specifically, and 2, and there's 6 harmonies, which is ambitious. So to make it work to where we just have people who want to sing and aren't necessarily phenomenal singers, to make it work, we need a lot of singers, because when you stack layers or vocal layers, it makes it work. You can get a really nice sound with just a lot of layering of the human voice. So we need, in total, roughly about 140 singers, which is challenging. So if you have a pulse, if you've ever owned a pair of sneakers, these are the qualifiers. We'd love to have you on the Baji project to help sing on her birthday. And make that birthday special. But also, like, it's become a much bigger deal given some current events. And it's also, if your brain is wrinkly and or smooth. This has been a bit of a meme. We used to say, "Are you a singer?" And we realized, like, well, we actually aren't looking for singers. We're looking for, like, anybody who just wants to do it, right? So it's become a bit of a bit. But yeah, we're just trying to do something nice for a community, and we're trying to do something nice for Baji, and yeah, so that's why we're doing it. And I dropped way too much money. Hey, Narukira, I dropped way too much money on a GIF to promote it, based on the "We Want You" thing that I think someone from Baji's community drew, and it's a Blue Bao is going to animate it, which was expensive, but also funny, and something, like, again, totally not justifiable. Like, there's no reason to have done it other than, like, I get to have something from Blue Bao. This is fucking dope, because I love Blue Bao's work. So, are you breathing? Yeah, Jane. Yeah, it's a very. Oh, thank you, Jane, for the bits. Appreciate that. It's a lovely tune. Yeah. So I was going to do a react to Kuro to start. But we have a voice lesson. Add a loop for current events. Don't worry about it. So yeah. It would be interesting to use this voice and discuss the sort of thing, discuss singers that also do voice acting. I have in the past. I could do so again. Make a video on it. Yeah. So this is my this is like how my voice would sound whenever I would use it, like how most people use their voice, right? I don't have any false fold retraction, neutral false folds, and I'm not taking like a super relaxed deep inhale. Yeah. So this is like what I guess you could call as my like real voice. Oh jeez. Hey Tonki. I'm just about to do voice lessons. Welcome. Thank you for the raid, Tonki. That's lovely of you. Tonki is wonderful content creator, very funny. The what was the Tamagotchi is the name of the game. Yeah. It's the free lessons I do. Oh, that, and I should probably explain that. I got a scholarship to Temple University, which allowed me to study classical music. But the only reason I got that scholarship was because I met someone from the San Francisco Opera House who had retired and was a chorister there. That's a big gig. It's a really big gig. So it's quite a skilled singer. And she was retired and lived in this like small town and heard me sing and wanted to like, so I was really passionate. So she offered free voice lessons 5 days a week for me. And did that for me for 2 years. Got me gigs. I was broke. She got me work as a singer as well. Got me a lot of gigs, helped me out a lot. So, and like I said, I just wouldn't have been able to study classical music without that. Because that was around 2008 when everything got wiped out. So I just didn't have means. So I owe Marilyn is the name of that teacher. I owe her a lot. She asked me to one day pay it forward. Now, presumably she probably just meant to like 1 or 2 people. But here we are on Twitch and YouTube, just trying to teach people voice lessons for free. Yeah. So exactly, we have no chill. So that's why I do free voice lessons. I went a bit overboard, on brand, to be fair. You know, that is the MO. Yeah. So, but to be fair, I'm an opera singer. I'm not exactly known for subtlety, right? So I'll do a little karaoke thing, and then we'll jump into voice lessons. Because I want to start doing those a bit more. Also, Tonki, I got a VTube model. So maybe we'll put the VTube model up. Yeah. Let me make sure the true camera is here. Scene. Yeah. I think Tonki, I might, other than for the voice lessons, I might do. I might move mostly full time to VTubing. It doesn't make sense for the voice lessons because I need to be able to demonstrate stuff, but otherwise yeah, I've been really enjoying that they're VTube. So is this it? Like this is it? Yes. So why is this okay, no, it is a window capture. All right. Here is the karaoke track. And this is again, Jordan and I are working on she's gonna do some accompaniment stuff, which is gonna be great. So I don't have to do these MIDI tracks of terrible doom. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. Oops, what happened to word? My friend, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to get trying to get this to work. Damn it all. All right, we have some bugs to work out. We'll make it work. Lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew. But through it all, when there was doubt, I ate it up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and I did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing. And now, as tears subside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that. And may I say, not in a what? 50! Oh no, not me. Holy shit, Uncle John. What is a man? What has he got? Why? If not himself, then he has not. Thank you, Uncle John. To say the things he truly feels, make it very difficult, this gratitude, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows, and I did it my way. Thanks, Uncle John. Thanks a lot. Jeez. I have a heart attack. Yeah, I did it my way. God. Oh my God. Thank you for the 50. Sorry, breathing is hard. We have a voice lesson. Let's do that. Just make sure this is. Don't hurt myself? I won't. So Kiro, the tension is something I can fix, right? It just takes a little bit of concentration. That's why it's, technique. So I'm waiting on the student. I give people 10 minutes. I mean, sometimes people miss and they don't reach out. But it's only been a minute, so we'll see. Yeah. So we're waiting on the student. If they're not here by 2:10, we'll do some kuro reacts. But in the meantime, so I appreciate the sentiment, Kuro. I can't even be critical because I literally lost sleep over Daryl and Baji having a cold at the same time. So yeah, I get it, but I'm okay. The vocal technique is you learn what to do ideally as best you can, because what happens is there are days like this where things are not going to work naturally, where I'll have to make adjustments cognitively, as well as, obviously I have to practice. So a little bit of mental capital spent when singing is fine. Because I'm not going to hurt my voice because I can make adjustments. But to do that in speech is emotionally exhausting because I want to talk to y'all, right? It's different when I know its tune. It's much different when I'm trying to have a give and take interaction, right? To be cognizant about everything, you're going to know that something's on my mind. And I already have enough on my mind. I don't need it to be like an asinine thing of like, oh, I want to sound a certain way when talking to my community, right? So that's the decision behind today using my quote unquote real voice. Yeah. Not necessarily, Shinsu. Like it's easier, like the professional voice, I guess we can call it. Although maybe it'd be fun to have a caricature, like how Baji has a Ru. But like the professional voice thing, like the radio voice thing, on most days it's not hard. In a lot of ways, like I've spoken, we all pick up speech patterns. We all learn. That's Mr. Lesage. I like that. Rafik. Yeah, that's Mr. Lesage. Let's go with that. So that's Mr. Lesage. So to do Mr. Lesage, it's not hard. It's something I've practiced, and I can express myself pretty well. In fact, I would say I'm more comfortable. I've spoken that way for so long, so many years. I would argue I'm more comfortable having an expressive range, doing Mr. Lesage. But today it would be hard because I would just have to be like, oh, there's that thing, lower back, up, yeah, like all the things I do with my students, So just because today I'm very stiff, because I got people I care about who are, dealing with things. Everyone's fine, right? It's not like anything urgent. I just care too much and need to adjust. Like, it's fine. I just, yeah, I need to chill, but also, like, as we know, that's not something I regularly do, right? So, yeah. I need to chill. Yes, Rafik. What is this chill I speak of, right? Finished watching the Pharaoh conversation? Did we post that? I have editors, so I don't manage my posting anymore. So it's dope that we posted that. Oh, okay, good. Nice. Did they keep my title? Because I actually I did the title. Sometimes I do the title because I think it's funny. Nice, just a guy. Really throw Lesage in an ice bath. I don't think you'd get much different out of me. Yeah, that is my title. Yeah, I did that title. Thought that was funny. Gotcha, Elder. So 4 minutes, if the student is watching, we're waiting. But things happen, so that's life. Yeah. Ferret hasn't bumped me yet. I thought he would like that title too. I don't want to. So yeah, I like making it a bit with the "We Have No Chill." I like making that a bit. But I don't want to. I don't want to actually endorse never chilling out. I don't want to take that serious, you know, because oh my god, I absolutely need to learn to chill. Yeah, yeah. Pharaoh is so fun to talk to. I've a lot of hours have gone away in my life talking to Pharaoh. He's got a lot of wisdom. He's a very smart dude, understands the space very well. And we've had a lot of talks. They tend to be off stream. It's very charismatic. I don't think of Pharaoh as charismatic. That's interesting. I should turn stream on. Or did I get this to work? Probably not. I don't think I checked. Nope. Oopsies. Here we are. Yeah, I don't. It's funny. I don't think of Pharaoh as charismatic. I just think of him as a fun dude. But two Sopranos for the. Thank you, Elder Cat. Awesome. I may be Matt. Yeah. I don't think that's a weird definition, Katie. I just don't. I guess I don't think of it. I always think, you know what it is? I very rarely have admiration for people. I usually differentiate like work and people, right? And so, usually whenever I have adoration, is the only time I bother, I think, mentally making a note for people. So I don't use the word charismatic very often, I think is what it is. So I don't have I just don't have I don't have a place for it, right? I know the word, and there are people I would describe as charismatic, but it's usually like in envy of skill that I want to acquire, or so like I think I conflate it sometimes with adoration, but it's not totally appropriate, I think, right? Because charismatic, you could say that is they're something about them is inspirational, perhaps, right? So yeah. What is the workout playlist? Is the workout playlist supposed to be public? Let me check. Maybe. Is it going to be funny? Because if it is, yeah. Then the answer is yes. It's probably a strange playlist. It's a fun question. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's supposed to be public. It's got a lot of crazy like dance music and stuff like that. Yeah. It's just funny. Yeah. Adelheid, I haven't made a playlist of the diss track stuff because I guess I could ask 16 in mono for permission, and then I could put a video together so everyone has all the tracks in order and stuff like that. The dude is so busy. I don't like to. I think enough people have asked where I might ask him. But I don't. So he doesn't really post, Katie. And there's also something to be said about balancing, like Daryl Baji Saber, Light, and I took taco night. I've talked about this before. We did it off stream. Casey and I said something once upon a time about if you post an interaction, was it even real? And so like, no, possible, DP, possible. I think it depends. Yeah. It was nice, Matt. I really like mono streams. It can be, but it changes. Yes. So no. It's okay to joke. Yeah. I'm just musing. I'm not rebuking or anything like that. Um yeah. So that's the other thing, is that Michi does have a video where she reacts to all of it. Um so having it up, and the other thing is I would get AdSense for his work, which on principle feels odd. I think there are ways to divert it to charity. I would do that. Not if he posts. He doesn't post on YouTube. He doesn't want to be a content creator. I think he streams in part to just kind of do it, but knowing him, he probably means that entirely. Splat. Yeah, he probably means that entirely. Yeah. But like from his perspective, I could understand it. Like, this is how, in a way, he expresses, I think, himself to, and this is conjecture, but this is, I think, how he expresses himself to, like, Michi and Yusan and his friends. He makes them a thing, right? He's good at this, and he expresses himself through music, so he makes them a thing, right? Which is why, like, I think someone said he was making another, and then on stream he said, Lesage, don't do it, and someone did me the solid, and thank you for the 2 months. Someone did me a solid and told me, like, hey, he's doing another diss track, don't jump on it. But the only way I did it, the only reason I did it the first time is Michi asked me to. Right? Like, yeah, it's not for me to jump on this stuff, especially because, like, yeah, I think it's really sweet when he makes stuff like that, even if, you know, he's cursing and doing all this shit posting for his friends, which is actually why I'm excited to watch Kuro stuff. But I love that, and it's a really, like, wholesome interaction. So yeah, CC and Mono's recent streams have been great. I really enjoy them, because I learn a lot. Like watching Saber and 16 Mono cook is great, because man, are they good at what they do. The two of those guys are really good, and in different ways too. Yeah. Yes, Syroxis. Yeah. So, but I also understand. So there's the flip side of this, right? The flip side is that, like, it was really good for a lot of people. So Kenobi, the throne orders got, like, lost in transit. I need to fix that. I don't know exactly what happened. I'm trying to figure out throne. Yeah. So I got to figure that out. It's just been such I hope you guys don't mind. It's been low on the priority list. So I think stream decks are mostly a waste of money. There are easier, well, maybe not easier. There are other solutions. Everyone I've ever talked to who's gotten a stream deck says it was, like, the greatest, because, like, it's got macros and all that stuff. But you can do it with MIDI. You can do it with a lot of stuff. And stream decks are kind of expensive. Even though, like, maybe I just need to reframe how I think about money. Because I've been used to being a broke musician for, like, 20 years, you know, and now all of a sudden, like, so, yeah, auto hotkey is great. I do like auto hotkey. Yeah, Void, yeah. We have, like, MIDI. That's Elgato in general, right? Elgato is great for, like, here's my share and stuff. I kind of know a while ago. Hey, Jennifer. I commented a little while ago. First time catching you live. Thank you for being such a kind person. Thank you for helping me with that. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to accept the compliment. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Yeah, Shinsu, I understand that. You guys have paid for a lot already that hasn't gotten done yet, right? Like, so having another thing to set up is not yet right now thing. But yeah, I want to make sure that like we there are plans. So for like one of the first things I think I set up on Throne was Kiyosumari doing the art for Music Box of Fate, and the Crash Out bit for the Phantom of the Opera duet with Bajinai. And we've been kind of pulled in a lot of different directions because we've grown so quickly. And he was great. And I love the art. And we're showing progress as it happens and keeping you guys updated, right? So we're there, yeah. So there's that. There was obviously like the Saber stuff, Daryl with the Vocalise. The Vocalise is something that Daryl is going to do, but she's my friend, and she's doing a lot. So like, it'll get done, right? And had I been like, oh, you know, deadline this, deadline that, she would have done it. But like, I care about Daryl. I think we all feel this way. We care about her more than the Vocalise necessarily. Like, it's going to get done, right? I think we all can agree on that. So, she just made a music video with her debut. Who did? Oh, Honey? Yeah, people, not projects. That's kind of like the MO of the channel is do good things. Right? That's kind of like the mission statement. So like a good thing is kind of quickly ruined if it affects people negatively. So I think we're all on the same page with that one. The kitchen is almost done. There's been a lot of things like the gas stove got hooked up, the electricity's fixed, but I can't use the gas stove because the ventilation had a problem because of one of the cabinets, so they had to drill a hole there, but that meant the microwave wasn't the right size, so then, like, yeah. So, but that's being done. We almost have a functioning kitchen. There's a massive backlog, unfortunately. It's been hard to get to everything. Yeah, complete kitchen refactor, basically. So cooking stream will happen. That's almost done. And well, let's just put it in. Yeah, we can put in the video recommendation. Thank you, Katie. That's lovely of you to do that. Yeah. Anyway, Kuro. Obsidian made a JSON file, which is nice. I haven't had one of those in a while. We also have possibly, I don't think we'll get to it, but we might get to Amelia Watson today as well. But no promises. So, oh, this is like the one serious thing that Kuro did. And this is fun. I've seen this before on Cheese Stream.
This is gonna be so cool.
Baby.
Oh. Obsidian didn't include, I think he wanted to include the serious stuff. Let me see if I can find some more shitposty stuff, because it's kind of actually what I'm interested in. Oh, this is gonna be hard to find, isn't it? All right. Well, we can do what Obsidian has up here. So there's a karaoke. There's this one. And there was a third one. Let me get that out.
Guys, it is gonna be so cool.
All right, we'll do this one. This looks fun. This is man, this is blind. Start with Deja Vu. Maybe. Actually, I am kind of prepared for that one. So we'll do Deja Vu. Because yeah, there's good reasons to. Hey. I don't know why Stream Ninja is not working today. Sorry, guys. We got that there scuff. That's what they calls it, right? Right. Let's do that. Wow, that technique is very hard with a tight torso. That is very, very challenging. That's not going to be something I can do. Resurrect to Boosh. There we go. Ah, that's why I did that. Got it. All right. No glasses, it's not blind. Nice. Oh, yeah, good point. Let's move on to the next screen. Sorry.
Got me another new form, and I remember. Guess I just had to conform.
Tell me who am I really see?
Broken feet, but all the thoughts remain. In a second, will the old me fade?
So vocally, when there's a lot of post-production, it can be difficult to like talk about like cause and effect. Which is why I like to do a lot of more of the karaoke stuff when looking at someone's voice. But what was interesting, the reason I want to show this video is Michi on stream, I said I wanted to get a mocap suit. And Michi strongly discouraged that. And so, which I appreciated, and she gave her a rationale on this. This was filmed with a mocap, I believe. It was all mocapped. And she said the mocap suit got so hot, a part of it, like the fan, the part, mechanical part, it actually burned her. So yeah.
Mystery I let go of. It's a newbie, but I'm still. Ooh, I'm falling down, but the future feels so clear. I don't wanna miss it.
And ooh, in the dead of night, I can still hear everything that I was told.
So, one of the things that happens when you do like either auto-tune, Melodyne has less artifacts. And by the way, my tracks, many of them have Melodyne. I'm an opera singer. Like, it saves time. It's a professional tool. There's ways to use it, and there are bad ways to use it. So when I speak on people using auto-tune, like I'm like, oh, there's like post-production basically at all on a track, right? So this is not like a shade thing. I think in this instance there might be Antares because there's a quality of air. It could also be an EQ. But that belies the vowel that she has. So it almost makes it sound, yeah, tool and toolkit, yeah. It almost makes it sound the vowel is less neutral. So her vowel is more, but the production has a quality that's adding a lot of brightness.
I can still hear.
But has higher frequencies that make me think of right? And you can kind of, if you listen for it, you can kind of hear that difference.
I can still hear everything that I was told.
Hold me down.
Oh, deja vu. I still see you. Hear myself crying, let go.
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, deja vu. I still see you. Now
bittersweet. All the memories that meant so much to me freeze. I consider using past ones as a crutch, but I'm so ready to come to you so you can see the real me.
Breaking chains, never doubted me now. Born.
That's actually another thing with this production on the track. Listen to the overdubs. So what are overdubs? Overdubs are vocal takes that are done over one another, right? So there are certain genres of music where the post-production process is part of the aesthetic. So you can say you might not like auto-tune, but I gotta tell you, it'd actually be very difficult to achieve this aesthetic sonically without it. It's part of the genre, quite frankly. Listen to how incredibly clean and straight tone the overdubs are, and just how locked in they are. And again, that sort of timbre that gets added to it.
You can see the real me.
Breaking chains, never doubted me now. Born again, finding my pathway.
Gonna be okay. Ooh,
And important to note, pitch correction is not like, yes, you don't like just slap it on, okay? That gets you some nasty results, often. You can do like the T-Pain route, but there are things that just happened here, where if you slap it on, and you're not like particular with it, would be ruined. So Michi does a slide here. She slides into her pitch. That would be gone.
Again, finding my pathway.
gonna be okay.
My path, that slight moment.
Falling down, but the future feels so clear. I don't wanna miss it.
And ooh,
Someone's saying there's got to be a solid vocal bass to actually slap it on. Not even, because you slap auto-tune on my voice, and it doesn't handle vibrato well, right? Sometimes it'll just be wrong. Yeah.
in the dead of night, I can
I think she actually bought Kelly the mocap suit for this. She said it was one of the biggest regrets she had, and that she would much rather hire somebody like an animator to skeletal model her model and then move everything, right? And that would have been the preference. But she did say that she bought the mocap suit for this, if I recall correctly, on stream. But another suggestion she made was also rent out a studio to see if you really like it. I remember that was being part of the conversation.
I still see you, hear myself crying, let go.
Yeah, I feel that.
I wonder who did the audio mix for this.
I still see you.
It says it on the video, maybe.
Now I'm feeling
Deja vu.
scars on me, proves I've gone through the darkest parts of life.
Shines right on my
She's
name.
saying you didn't just start to burn it, burned her.
Evolution. Here I am, a beginner again.
Still sometimes I hear it call. Deja vu. I still see you. Hear myself crying, let go.
Yeah, I feel that.
Deja vu.
One of the things too, so also, if I ever have to dance like this, I'm so screwed. Yeah, I'd be so screwed.
Now I'm feeling.
Deja vu. Yeah.
I know you're still with me. Oh, let it take me down. That deja vu.
I can hear myself say let go.
Now I'm feeling.
Deja
First delivery is pretty good.
vu.
Which is a good pairing actually.
Deja vu.
With enough practice, anything is possible. Y'all, I'm pretty sure that if I twerked on stream that I'd be in violation of some kind of TOS. Pretty sure that's a fact. Anyway, one of the things that I think is important to communicate and break down is the skill set of singing is quite expansive. Loosely, how about the Geneva Convention? True. I think I break laws by twerking on stream. The TOS of humanity. These are all fair statements. Twerking 3D model when? When I want to forever scar humanity, which might happen. The skill set of singing, to me, has a lot of things in it. So we can talk about like vocal technique, that breaks down, right? Musicianship, that breaks down. One of the things that I think is a difficult thing to break down, I think is worth trying, is delivery, right? So the delivery, you can have like conviction, right? Like how much you feel it, I guess, right? And that can be, do you feel it through the words? And when I teach, we have exercises for that. There are theories and ideas that can help guide people through that. Your delivery of a musical line. And also, I think charisma and openness, I think is one that I usually don't talk about, because like openness and vulnerability and like charisma usually isn't something that's so front and center that it would be worth highlighting. In Michi's case, it is. I think that's actually what I find really compelling about Michi's delivery when singing. There's a vulnerability and a charisma. So we were talking about charisma in the context of like people earlier in the chat. I usually don't think about it when I think about that, but there have been performers and performances that I've watched with performers where I'm like, that there is charisma there. Like your eyes are drawn to that person. I think Michi has a little bit of that. I think she has a little bit of charisma. And so it's a weird thing. And by the way, it's not like her musicianship is bad or technique is bad. I've talked about this in certain reactions. It's more like, what is the strength of a singer? I love focusing on that, because you can learn so much by focusing on singers' strengths, and there are many different strengths to have. Michi's a really interesting case study in that, I think. But here's another part of delivery, right? And we're going to focus on the singing because, let's be real. Me talking about dancing is hilariously ridiculous. In this part, I spoke on Kuro's delivery, in that he kind of gets into it, right? Like that changes the performance. In the diss track, a lot of people didn't get that I was going for satire on the first diss track, where I was intentionally blasé about my delivery, intentionally, because I wanted to be arrogant, right? Listen to how throughout
shines right on my name. Shallow skin, evolution.
Listen to how the vowels change. Listen to how the consonants are hitting differently. Listen to how he is being affected by the performance in music. Not affecting, is affected by. That's a big difference. One is pedantic and put on. The other is sincere.
Shallow skin, evolution. Here I am, a beginner again.
Still sometimes I hear it call. Deja vu. I still see you. Hear myself crying, let go.
Yeah, I feel that.
Deja vu. I still see you. Now I'm feeling
Deja vu. Yeah.
I know you're still with me.
It would make sense to me that a live streamer would have particularly compelling delivery, and the ability to be personable and sincere and like into it. Not necessarily a given, but as a professional bias for a live streamer, those are attributes that tend to do well. I've caught Kuro's live streams in the past. Dude has good delivery, so it would make sense, I think, that in the music that strength is reflected. Let's watch The Rap God. Holy white Batman. Let's watch The Rap God. Oh my god.
This is gonna be so cool.
Totally.
You're a monster.
I could swallow a bottle of alcohol and I feel like Godzilla. Better hit the deck like the car dealer. My whole squad's in there walking around a party, a cross between a zombie apocalypse and Bibarita. Brainheen and which is probably the same reason I wrestle with many chitties and the sick jump positive to consider to cross me a costly mistake they sleeping on me. The host better get insomnia, ADHD hydroxycut. Pastor Cavazi. In AA with an AK melee for the sad like a play date, but a vacate retreat like a vacay mayday. This beat is cray cray, H-A. Laughing all the way to the bank, I spray flames and I got tame to placate the
Monster! Oh, we'll be I've never did the date, but I'm not into a monster.
The glasses make it, I think, for Michi in this instance. That's funny. I think this goes back to like yeah, like delivery and having fun. I won't go too much more into that because I think we all get the point, right? But to kind of put the point home on this whole kind of lesson of delivery, right? And being entertaining. You can take a not so serious approach. I think even if we were to bring this into like a more technical realm that I could comment on, ERB, Elizabeth Rose Bloodflame, has fun. Undeniably, she oozes it when she performs in her karaoke tracks, right? Like anyone who's ever watched ERB do karaoke, you'd say that about her stuff. So yeah, having fun. The reason I'm watching Kuro and Michi is one of the things that I think I've been lacking on. And this is the utility in being able to break down a skill set into its finer pieces. You can know where you're weak, and it's all alive, right? Like my ability as a singer from one day to the next. I could have some emotional difficulty which would compromise my ability to deliver certain things. Right? Or my technique. You know, or maybe it's just been a while since I've thought about this one aspect of singing, right? And one of the ways that you can correct that is to be inspired. I've been really inspired by Yusan in an area that I don't really practice, which is recording. But I've lost a lot of whimsy. There's been a lot of things that have happened. I've been a little overly serious. So I'm doing myself the favor of watching, I think, someone who's actually quite strong in that regard. I've done the same with 16 and Mono. I've been watching 16 and Mono recently and his live streams, right? That dude knows how to have fun, which is important when you work as much as he does, or as much as Kuro does, or as much as Michi does, right? I've pulled back on my streaming hours because until I have fun again, and I'm starting to, but until I have fun again, working too long is going to cause burnout and problems, because discipline only goes so far. So it matters on so many levels, how you treat music and how it comes out in terms of your delivery. With that said, we also have some karaoke stuff we want to look at from Kuro that I think will be good to watch.
Baby, I've been praying hard. Said no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.
I wasn't prepared for that.
I see this life like a swinging vine. Swing my heart across the line. In my face is flashing signs. Seek it out and ye shall find. Old, but I'm not that old. Young, but I'm not that bold. And I don't think the world is sold. And this is what we did for the past like 30 minutes.
Oh. Video title says, "When Kuro sings seriously." Okay, I thought this was like a karaoke thing. We're here now.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere you go.
He has actually quite, actually impressed. He does not have a lot of tension, like almost at all, which makes the tone quality actually quite nice. In both instances here, wait, got some lag in this. What is happening? That's Chrome for you. So with this, if he could maintain the expansion of his rib cage, he would get a lot more sugar cubes. 3 tabs. My fault for having more than 3 tabs. True, that is fair. When it comes to Chrome, yeah, we blame the user. But so the Kuro's posture and tension are largely non-issues. And so when you have that, you get like a much more smooth tone. If some of the vowels were adjusted, which I think is a much easier problem to solve than tension, there would be a lot more ease of the transitioning between range and register. Not that it's bad.
Send no more counting dollars, we'll be counting stars. Yeah, we'll be counting stars.
There's an extra level of smoothness and legato that could be achieved, if so desired, through 2 things, which would be slight adjustments in the vowels, and also keeping the rib cage expanded. It does get into a realm of, especially when you have very little tension, where it's almost like too polished. A lot of listeners might feel that way, where it's like too clean, right? So one has to be mindful of that as well. Listening. This is more of where the vowels. I think he's kind of like putting on the tone for a joke a little bit. Here on purpose. So I'm going to talk about the consequences of vowels. Hello, Ari. Sorry. Trying to catch up with chat here. Oh my goodness. Oh, I've missed quite a bit of chat. My apologies. Cognitive dissonance. Anyway. Yeah. Why can't I go back to where people added somebody? Ah, there we go. There we go. I see it. All right. Yes. Welcome, Marvers. He's Edge for work, Chrome's evil twin. Yeah.
It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes aglow. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
So one of the things that happens often in genres where people retract their false folds, these are the genres I specialize in. So like when you do jazz, like this style, this era of jazz, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go, right? There's a roundness to the tone that belies the tone quality of my speaking voice. If you don't know, you would think, oh, I'm going to adjust the vowel. And so that often ends up with the tongue going back, which is what Kuro's doing a little bit. But in reality, some people call it opening the throat. I don't do that cue because it too often goes wrong, but I might bring it back because for depending on what happens when I give the cues that I find to be a bit more consistent. So, false folds. These are false folds. Right here. So these are the vocal folds here. And then there's the false folds. If someone has a lot of tension, so my speaking voice today is a little higher because I've been tight. I could consciously release a lot more of my tension and then keep the false folds in more of a neutral state. And then I can really retract them. And if I do that, you're going to hear that there's that lower tone that I was getting in my singing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere we go. Right? Problem is that I'm a little bit of a ball of tension right now. So it's like a lot of work mentally. But it is kind of a prerequisite to have a relaxed torso to do this, because the second you put too much breath behind your singing, the false folds come in. So because they come in, if you do that, you're not going to be able to sing that genre. So interestingly enough, I think Kuro is actually positioned quite well to do this kind of music. But we just need to be able to isolate the difference between false fold retraction and the tongue going back. That can be tricky for some people, depends. But I do think this is a genre that's quite suited for him. And yes, poor Bob, the decapitated Z anatomy subject. It's hard to keep a tone like that for a long time. No, I don't think so. It just takes it takes know-how. I actually struggle with speech level singing because I spend so much time training this stuff, right? So, yeah.
Toys in every store.
Clint Eastwood.
Down, 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 down. I'm happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I'm happy, I'm feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future.
So this is actually where, for effect, the false folds are coming in to get like a little bit of a vocal distortion quality. I ain't happy, da da da, right? So, and you can also do, you can do a lot with just the false folds, right? For example, false folds. That's what's, well, also the actual vocal folds are vibrating there as well, but that technique without false folds wouldn't work. Problem. Say you have a relaxed torso the way that kuro does. Okay? If you adduct your false folds, singing is harder. You cannot manage as much air quantity safely, and it will start to affect the pitch and intonation. So there are ways to manage this. One is a smaller inhale, but for someone with a really relaxed torso, that's actually quite challenging. The other is to expand your rib cage and maintain that expansion using the intercostal muscles. Let me show this. So you can expand your rib cage and maintain them. Yeah. And in doing that, you can use you have a lot more control of your airflow because you can just use some different muscles. This is something I do not teach people until I've addressed their torso issues, like tension issues. So if in changing this style, when you're using your false folds on purpose to get this distortion, it is less efficient to do so. Not a problem. You can address that. But you have to account for it, which is why in everything else, his intonation is fine. Here, it gets a little, you know, and by the way, when I've done karaoke in the past, yeah, my intonation has not been the greatest all the time. It's karaoke, right? So I just say this as like a learning opportunity, not necessarily like a criticism, right? It's just cause and effect.
I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. I ain't happy, I'm feeling glad. I got sunshine in a bag. I'm useless, but not for long. The future is coming on.
So yeah, I actually do like the tone quality of his voice.
Pick your hero or villain. I'm not judging.
This video is fun, and we'll maybe dig more into this, but yeah, we got a student a little bit, so we're gonna move on. But it's a lot of fun. He's got a very pleasant tone quality to his voice. Yeah, even the relaxed nature of his tone quality aside. Yeah, I like it. It's nice. The production heavy stuff that he's done, which would like advertise his production chops, that I've seen, I can't find them. They're funny. The dude's got a really good sense of humor. So again, like delivery, really, really solid. I think the tone quality is really nice. I think the kind of that relaxed deposition that he has, I think lends itself well to a lot of different things. Yeah. All right. Need some water. Sorry. Oh boy. Oh, yeah, he's playing the Bow Wow joke, yeah. God, it's really hard to do tight. Sorry, just trying to unpack myself prior to the student. Make sure that I'm focused on them. It's a good idea in general. There's a subject I talk about this every now and then called Alexander technique, but this is also like of all things, this is also very prevalent in therapy, where like from person to person there's like a 10-minute break is usually tradition. So I'm just doing that. Also, I'd like to bring in the Mr. Lesage voice. I did discuss briefly Shia Buff, or Shia Bun's singing in the Music Box of Fate community. See, I'll hide some. Sometimes with um, Shia Bun, I fear I might violate TOS. Some of his stuff. Yeah. Almanacs, you weren't there. The this speaking voice that's more normal for me, which is what I usually speak in this way, and it's a little hard today. Is a combination of two things. It's retracted false folds and a relaxed torso with a big breath. It is what when Baji does Ru, this is what she uses. I have kind of the opposite. I mean, this is my like professional voice, so like Mr. Lesage. And yeah, we gotta lower the timers on Nightbot. Um, um, Oh, geez, Adel Hudson, thank you for the 10. Yeah. Thank you. A lot of generosity today. Thank you, guys. Oh, God, my neck. Hey.
Hey, sorry, my camera wasn't working.
Oh, you're good. You're good. All right. You want to show me what you got?
Okay, so I've been doing Music Box Fate since you know it. Heads up for the first part, because I'm going super low, I cannot be super resonant on the lowest.
Sure.
So I'm like kind of keeping it consistent for that first part, and then I kind of like ramp into it or whatever.
Sure.
As the song goes up. Yeah. Give me a sec. I'm listening to the intro so I can find my...
You're good. You're good. Take your time.
Endless night, through every nightmare alone and afraid. Round it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice, my world was found.
Okay. So let's make going up a little easier.
Okay.
You've put a lot of work into that lower resonance. You said it wasn't very resonant. I disagree. I thought it was pretty damn resonant. So the thing is when we spend a lot of time working on one part of a range to like capitalize on resonance, which is, you know, good work to do. As we transition, adjustments have to be made. So, and this is like a difficult, this is like what, you know, opera singers dedicate like their lives to this very concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that'll help is I think you've watched a couple of lessons with these, the raised cheekbone thing. So if you, some people say like when they do this, they're like, oh, so they're like the smile muscles. I don't like doing that because I struggle with depression and that feels ableist. But like, you know, mostly joking. But like I think it's nice to be able to like pinpoint the actual muscles, right? Mm-hmm. So, and the other thing is if I say smile, the jaw can kind of sometimes come in, right?
Mm.
So, yeah. You're doing it.
I'm trying.
You're doing it. These muscles.
I get it like a quiver.
Yeah. So if the muscles are weak, which was me a while ago, they're not.
Yeah, 'cause I don't smile.
Yeah. I for years I didn't. So, in fact, I think the funny clip for me was that clip where I was like, hey Daryl, I'm in good voice today, and this like the clip of Music Box of Fate, and you can see there's a fucking vein on my forehead from the effort.
Oh, dude, you'll see I got two.
Yeah,
I got one here, and you're gonna see that a lot.
Yeah. So
and in my neck.
Yeah. So this thing, it's gonna especially if you don't smile a lot or like this is very true of like people who work long schedules, right? Who are like just getting through the day, right? So or depression or whatever. There's a lot of reasons why these muscles might be weak. No judgment. They get stronger faster. They're not very big, so they get strong fast. But also, as you've noticed, as you try to use them, they're small, so like as you contract them, the consequences are kind of like pretty perceivable.
Yeah.
But try it again, and now the goal eventually is you can just keep them lifted like the whole time.
Okay.
But because I see the quiver, which means they're going to need to get swole. You know, right, with little Arnold. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So what instead I'm going to ask you to do is be able to find it and like relax them and contract them. Then only bring them in as you start to go up, because I thought the beginning was actually quite nice. And I thought it was quite resonant. So try again from the starting point.
Okay.
Smile reps. Yeah, that's funny.
No, thank you.
We don't do happiness here. It's not.
No, not at all.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
All right, let me get back in the zone.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back in the song a bit and just like recenter.
Mm-hmm.
Endless night, through every nightmare alone and afraid. Round it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice, my world was found.
So, chest tension crept in a little bit this time on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you go up, the consequences that compound. Additionally, like, this is going to take a little time to strengthen. So
yeah, that I was so focused on that everything else kind of.
Of course. Yeah,
right.
yeah. I mean, it's all this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, this thing was there this time. Good. So now that we have that, let's go back to the the chest and the shoulder and all the torso stuff that you've worked so hard on. And let's try to do the facelift as a unironically my teacher at Temple called it facercise, which is makes me die a little bit inside, but it is funny. So we'll add our facercise this time with the other stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Limbering up.
Good time. This is also, by the way, where audiation is a great tool. Like if there's a lot that you're trying to, like, you got to do it.
Yeah. Well, funny thing is, like, normally when I'm practicing this, like, I'm singing the bass line of the intro and stuff, like, just to, like, kind of get into something, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's funny. Just like, yeah, no,
I can, right?
That's totally what happens to me. Whenever I want to get into it, I just sing the double bass line, just like the lowest note humanly possible in the orchestra, casually. Yeah, absolutely, can relate to that.
All right, I'll do it this time.
All right,
and I'll go into it the way I like normally do when I'm just like practicing.
Yeah.
Right. So like, let me go back. It's a little further, but not too far.
Mm-hmm. That's actually insane.
Endless nights, through every nightmare alone and afraid. Round it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice, my world was found.
Okay.
Empty space.
Hold on. So, because I want the transition. I know you can push through and you can continue. I want it to like feel really comfortable.
Okay.
All right. So the vowels have to change pretty significantly for you in this transition, which is wild. Because like that, this is a transition thing for you. So,
well, it's like also even like the music box of fade I have to kind of do is like music box of fade a little bit because like there's little things that I have to do just to
yeah. But this is normal. But the concept is normal. Where it's happening is bizarre. But like the concept is normal, right? So if I do the word is "das Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön." That's not going to work up there for me. So I do just Bildnis.
Yeah. Yep.
Das Bildnis ist bezaubernd schön. Right? Lower notes love an elongated vocal track. Okay?
Yep.
So the problem is that as you ascend, not so much. So a lot of the you're doing like a lot of curving of the tongue and stuff like that in the lower end. That's cool. And actually, so the video on Marco Meatball I think would be interesting to you because he does some stuff that's kind of like this compromise of he keeps some of those things as he ascends through his range by having the heel of the tongue like really wide. So if you go like right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and try that for me.
So
that's still like an ah. Like go really exaggerated with
There
we go. Now you can add the thing. There you go. So that is a very lifted, soft palate. I think your tongue could probably be even like a little wider. Not bad.
I mean, at that point, I have to like stick it out.
Maybe a little bit, just to, but it's about the width. It's about the width.
Yeah.
Not the. So it's like, if you could even, I don't know if you can view your camera.
Well, so like, my teeth are very, very narrow, so my tongue curls naturally.
Okay.
Just to fit in there. So like, to do the whole like wide tongue thing, it goes beyond my teeth by like a lot.
Okay. Mine does too, by the way. When I do, like, that's why we talked about this before, like I can kind of chew my tongue a little bit when I do this.
Yeah.
It kind of sits on top a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, and in that instance, tongue was wider, soft palate was still a little down because you were focused on the tongue and not doing the facer size, which is still the worst name I've ever heard. So yeah, go ahead and practice that wide tongue and facer size thing. Nice.
That makes my face quiver too.
When those muscles strengthen, it won't be a problem. But yeah, it's a natural thing to have to kind of happen.
Like, what sound am I really going for? Because like a lot of what I do when I'm learning is like mimicry, right? Like, what's the difference between like versus like how wide or resonant is that sound supposed to be, or like what am I going for? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would rather have almost any other point of reference because like even if it's like you have a spectrogram up while I'm showing you these different sounds, because it's just going to be particularly for you because they're low notes.
I mean, but I mean, so I've had to learn all this stuff from listening to. I mean, nobody's in my range, right? So
fair.
Everything I've learned has been from listening to people outside of my range. So like,
by the way, there are people in your range, just not probably in the genres you're used to. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's rare, and it's not in most of the stuff that I would listen to or whatever. So yes. Yeah. So
it is so much more reliable to learn how to find the physical references. So yeah. To the point where it's like, I know you want that. I'm hesitant to give it to you because, and this is so much more true, especially for you. Bone conduction in the low notes is what fucks people up. Almost always, bone conduction is like, especially for higher voices, they're like, oh, it's a low note. I'm gonna because it sounds good to us, and then you record and you're like, ah. Yeah. So like, I don't want to give that to you. I just don't think it's going to be useful. I do understand the desire for it. I do.
Want to see my party trick, by the way?
What's that?
Let me quickly take this off. A loud noise warning. And then I've turned off all of my processing. This is what comes out of my throat.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
it's almost the same.
Is what goes into my head.
Yeah.
Like I just hear all of this.
Yeah. It's almost all. It's funny because it's like almost the exact same thing. For reference, if I do it, right? Like listen to that. You're missing a ton of what you hear when I go back on the microphone, right? But like, yeah, almost because so much of the vibrations of his voice goes through the throat is not wide enough to muffle the size of the frequencies that he's producing. So it goes right through.
Yeah, and as you can now see, I have a really long neck.
Yeah.
And a giant Adam's apple, and that's why I have this voice. Like, despite being a twig. Yeah. I'm skinny as shit, which people don't expect.
It's
right?
actually not uncommon.
Yeah.
For basses. Yeah. But probably people's perceptions. But like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you know or watch basses, because you're not going to know a lot of basses, but if you watch a lot of basses, because you watch a lot of opera, yeah. Anyway, so let's do with the face muscles.
Oh God, with the face so hard.
I know. It's going to take a bit. Nice. Here's the really important thing. Because I know you like to work hard. When you practice, especially in the beginning, when you practice the face stuff, the second it's like sore and like not really responding to you, done. Stop.
Okay.
Because you'll start doing other shit to try and make it work, and then it'll be. Yeah,
it's not sore. It's just like it quivers.
It will become sore, I think, probably pretty soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because it's quivering because it's not very strong, right?
Yeah.
So, which by the way happened to me in undergraduate when I first started doing it. That's what happened. So, let me explain the like you're succeeding really well on the resonance. You've clearly put a lot of work into that on the lower notes, right? We had to do this track. I gave you an exercise to practice resonance there. Great. Here's the trick. The tricky thing is that is again the transitioning through the registers. So these brighter vowels will shorten the vocal tract, which is one thing, but then it will also highlight higher frequencies. What we're going to do is when we get to through your voice, or ah. So you can even slide through between those vowels, just in that part. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Sure, maybe.
Okay,
I can try.
let's let me be a bit more explicit. Through your voice, my world was found. But it starts to where you start to feel that tension is through your voice as you ascend. So in that, just da da da. The vowel change alone, even without the face thing, is going to help you find like a lot more vocal freedom. The face thing is going to help even more. But that's going to get tired in like the next like 5 to 10 minutes, so where we're not going to be able to use it. So, that slowly shifting through the vowels is a really great exercise, and I can show you an exercise that takes it out of the music. But I like to keep music is kind of fun, right? And is the point. So yeah. Anyway, give it a shot. Where find the pitches. Like listen to the track, sing it through, pause the recording, and then try to slide through those pitches as you morph the vowel to try and figure out what's easier. And if it feels easier, that's what we want.
Okay. So, so instead of like a large like through your voice, what's the through your like? I feel like I'm losing.
Start with finding good resonance on through. Yeah. And as you ascend, descend, important. Find what feels easy first. Then I can help you get more sound. Right?
Okay.
But find what's easy first.
Okay. So what do I do that now?
Yeah. If that's the pitch for through.
I'm just gonna go back to the song.
Yeah. Go for it. Yeah.
I'll start a little before. Then one day, when every melody had been played through your voice.
So hold on.
Yeah, I was trying.
Slow it down. This is where we take the music out and we just find that easy. It was actually a little bit more of a gentle exhale.
Yeah, I was trying like the tongue thing there.
You don't need that much of an adjustment here.
Yeah.
And again, I would forget about the consonants here. And work through that.
See, I can do it like on that where it's where I'm not doing the actual real vowels, right?
Kind of, but it's like there's levels to it. So there's like, is that better? Yes. Could it be even better? Yes.
Yeah.
So like find maximum ease, right? Like it should feel like completely like not hard to do at all. At all.
Yeah, funny thing is like later in the song, once I've been there a while, then it becomes easier.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. It is this transition and stuff and moving, and it's plus because I'm trying to crescendo and switch into that voice, and then it's like once I'm there, it's much easier to kind of keep.
100%. And it makes sense. Like,
right.
But yeah, that's what we want. Ideally. Sorry, I get like, it's the worst. I get gas that like wants to come out and then it just won't. What we want to keep is that awesome lower resonance. What we don't want is like my voice is I do this down here and this up here and this. Is there truth to that? Sure. Do we want the mental model to look that way? No. We want to make it, we want it to be like tying a shoe. So the transitions, and again, opera singers, like the amount of scales I've done was like, like years and years.
I did a bunch of arpeggios after the last one.
Yeah. So arpeggios are great. Sirens for this, sirens are better. So sirens are just like octave slides.
Yeah. Yep.
But let's keep it on the music. So and slowly go through each one. And again, you can go back and forth between the notes. Our goal in this instance is not to sing music by phase, just we have a reference for the notes, and these are the vowels. So if we practice this way, it's more directly applicable to the music we're singing. But go through the different notes, go through the different vowels, play around.
Okay. I'm gonna do one with just to get my notes right as like a pitch pipe.
Mm-hmm.
Through your voice, through.
The vowel could be just a touch brighter because I'm going which is like swallowed. Better. I'm gonna take it in the like opposite direction.
Huh.
Ow. So start with that. Ow. Yeah. So you feel how like starting from the even though it's not totally ideal for you down there, starting from that wider tongue, it's a little easier to find the oo vowel. God, I cannot copy those vowels.
Yeah.
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 Mm-hmm. And yours a diphthong, triphthong. I guess if you count the R, there's 4. E, O, U, right? So all of those have to be nice. All them delts, right? So
I think I kind of do this like YOR a little bit. I think I kind of skip a little bit of the your, and it's more like your.
Well, like, you still do it. It's just you do it fast, right? But just because you do it fast doesn't mean we can't work on it, right? So let's do I find a nice E vowel, find a nice O vowel, right? U vowel, vowel, right?
So at pitch or
on that pitch through your, but I think
your. So
yeah. Give your jaw a little bit of massage, just a little tight jaw.
A lot of that comes from my neck.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm glad you notice and are taking care of the root problem. Yeah.
Oh, dude. I don't know if you can hear it.
I don't think. Oh
no.
Well, I mean, before
that was my headphone.
Before the headphones, I heard like a subtle crack. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got arthritis, so.
I'm like, I'm so tense right now that like, my neck it's a bit of a mess.
Yeah. No, when I move my head, it sounds like tissue paper.
like Rice Krispies. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. It's
snap, crackle, and pop.
Yes. Yeah. It's a mess.
Cover all
already.
Bases, yeah.
Already.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah.
So the temptation is sometimes to give it a little bit more oomph. You sir don't need oomph. So the exhale could be ever so slightly more gentle.
Okay.
And you will actually have more sound for it. But good job finding the vowels. Because like it seems like literally the bright is not, but you've been figuring it out, right? You're taking the concept of the exercise and working it. So keep going. Good intuition.
can't
how
get it
your
like
microphone just doesn't know what to do with you. It's so funny. I don't know if you hear it, like there's like clipping and popping and stuff like that. It's really funny.
Oh, that could be because I'm on a low sample rate, so it might just be.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'll next time I'll increase that.
Yeah.
If I do it now, it'll break
Yeah,
everything.
I
So. I hate my U. That is the hardest one for me to find.
Yes. So U vowels are tough, particularly for folks like us who've got the problem of the tight neck, the jaw, and stuff like that. Because the heel of the tongue is like super high up, and all this other stuff that we have a problem with. I'm going to give you a little stretch to help out a little bit with this. I don't think this is that much your problem. I think it's more like the neck and the jaw, which you're working on. If you just bring your hand like this, and you bring it out, rotate the hand like that, and then while that's there, bring your chest and kind of like you can move your your chin around.
Ow.
Yep. You feel that right there? Yeah.
No, I'm feeling it here.
Oh, interesting.
Where it is cramping when I do that.
Yeah. Then maybe this isn't for you, because it's just that's probably you already have a lot of neck tension.
Yeah.
And so if you do it that way, but I guess if you can let gravity do it by like tilting your shoulders a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so let gravity be the thing that moves your head there, and then like move your hand, like extend your fingers too. Yeah. And that should get like some of this right here.
Yeah, this is all just screwed up from back when I was young. I did a bunch of weightlifting. It was all chest, no back, and
boy.
My shoulders are
I had the
punched
same
to shit.
I had the same problem for
And
years.
And I have kyphosis, so I have a crazy back curve. Like,
Sure. I still think.
what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I'm so.
I still think
yeah.
a little bit of that. Like I said, it's not as big a deal as like the neck and jaw. But if you want a little something extra, this is helpful a little bit with those oo and e vowels.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just like a little extra on top.
Yeah.
So go ahead and try the because you did find near the end you found a good oo vowel, I thought.
Yeah. No, it's not a. I have to find it.
Yes.
It's not I don't go there.
But you're getting it quick. I mean, you've taken a lot from. It's almost like you've done this thing. Practice. You've practiced.
Imagine that.
Crazy idea, right?
I've had a month since it was so long out to book. So
yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So I already booked for 2 weeks from now.
You're good.
I planned ahead this time.
Good. Yeah. Yeah. It's been. I'll add more slots eventually. I just gotta figure some stuff out. But yeah. So that's a nice one. Obviously, not the major thing. Tension in the jaw, and that comes from the neck. No, and then just fucking around and finding out on the vowels, and that'll help a lot.
Okay.
So let's keep doing that, because that's really the work. Yeah. Chest
I
tension
didn't hate that
bit.
you.
Actually, the other one was better. It's just got a little chest tension.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I did learn like to stand like hands like here. Try to keep
Yeah, a lot of people teach a lot of things.
Forward a little bit just to try to avoid that. And then when I don't do that, then I do this, and then tension comes back.
Yeah.
So
it's again, that's why like as long as the muscles are moving, that's the thing. Because like you can even do this, which should it's like
well, yeah,
think.
and Yeah, and you probably didn't see because it's below the camera. But like while I was singing, I was doing a lot of like this stuff, like just kind of
keep moving.
Something I picked up from Einar Solberg a long time ago, because he does it a lot, and that's where I mimicking him for a lot of like the falsetto and higher stuff, and then it just like I absorbed that, and I was like, oh, this actually helps me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the self-conducting is, it's literally an exercise I teach. Like it's yeah. And if you're a recording artist, do whatever. I mean, there are literally it's a joke in opera where people do the claw on a high note. It's just like a blade. They're just like for whatever every time. And there's some singers who like gesticulate and whatever. They sound great, so whatever. But so yeah, like go for it. Especially because a lot of what you do is with recordings. So yeah.
Where was I? Hold on. Yeah, I need the pitch reference again.
Yeah.
I'm trying to mess with that I'm trying to like
it's getting
do different shit with my mouth.
Yeah. It's getting better. There is a certain point where when you have it, if you're messing with the vowel, it's not getting even easier. It might be that there's something else affecting that vowel, so that you're not going to be able to do with like your tongue specifically. So that's where like you try the smile thing. You try moving the torso a little bit, like the sneaky or the slither snake kind of thing.
It's like that. It is that pitch is also harder for me, but that's why we're doing this.
Yeah. I would bring back the ah, because here's what might be happening is that ooh, you're
the tongues,
and you might perceive it as being more resonant because of bone conduction.
Yeah.
But then you're trying to make it easy and it's not working.
Yeah, it closes off.
Yeah. It's the tongue narrowing. It sounds better to you, but then it's not as easy. So that's where the ah is a great tool for that. Right?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
So that's
I was trying
why,
to keep my tongue super flat.
Yeah. That is exactly why listening to yourself it can be a big trap, especially because you're so in the basement. Yeah.
Well, and that's also why I have to like constantly take my headphone off.
Yeah.
So I can kind of hear what's coming out instead of like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you take the kinesthetic approach, that all goes away. All of it. Also, and I think you've probably been in situations like this. The other scenarios you cannot hear yourself and you got to sing anyway, right?
So when I did the acapella thing that I told you, they had no stage monitors.
Yep.
So the only people I could hear were the people directly behind me, except I was the bass in the back. So most of the time that was nobody, except when I ran out front for my solo of Let's Get It On.
Nice.
Like, and that was the only time I could hear people.
Yeah. The monitors
and including myself.
Yeah. There are people who the 2007 Met National Council auditions were filmed in a documentary, and there was a singer who is like, I can't hear myself. I wonder if it's the carpet on the floor, and it's like, let me tell you what's not going to happen. You're not going to
recarpet.
Yeah, they're not going to recarpet or change the set for you. So yeah, there are just scenarios where
Yeah.
you have to be able to sing without
Mhm.
hearing yourself. Yeah. So there's a lot of reasons to
rough.
do it this way. Yeah. Well, it's not rough if I mean, it's rough when you can't hear the music. That's a different problem, right? So
That
not being
too.
able to hear your colleagues when you're trying to sing, that's rough.
Mhm.
But it's very doable to sing without hearing yourself, and that's what we're working on. So, but anyway, that's
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Now that we've forgotten.
Okay. So back to vowels.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That was better though.
Yeah, but also throat jump.
Yeah. Tongue. Now here's a trick. Let's go to the lower notes, right? Because now it's working, right? Can we get it more like 5% better? Yeah, sure. But like now that's your point of reference. Here's the problem. Works great on that one pitch.
Mhm.
Let's go to the low notes.
Like the
resonance.
low notes? Or
Yeah. The ones in the beginning of the tune.
Sure.
And then work our way up.
Okay, that range?
Yeah. Get resonance there and then go.
Like there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then go.
I get
up.
a bit of like fizz when I do that.
Yeah. What I was saying is that find the vowel that's resonant down there.
Yeah.
Not necessarily with the but find that resonance that you had, and then transition up. When you transition up, the tongue has got to go wider, flatter, etc.
Okay.
So go through that process.
So go just to get a good sound down there.
And then transition.
Don't do the thing.
Yeah. Like
right,
the thing, yeah.
Just do what works there.
Do what works down there, and then we transition.
Yep. Okay. Like
I
that
thought,
sort of thing?
Yeah, the second one sounded better to me. What felt better?
Well, yeah, one lower.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And then, and was it through your voice? Right. Where are we there? Through endless night, through every nightmare alone and afraid, round of flames, afraid. One day when every melody had played through.
Your voice. Yeah, I need to listen.
Yeah. Ideally, we find the pitch that for voice, and then we find the pitch that play. Perfect fourth.
Wait, sorry, what?
That's perfect fourth. Here comes the bride.
Right. What do you? I missed what you were saying though.
So when it had been played through your voice. That's not perfect. That's perfect fifth. So we just get an interval. Right. So I guess your C sharp.
Your voice.
Played right. So it would just be perfect fit there. This way you can take control over the music.
Voice.
So just vowels for right now. God, you're so low. As played
voice.
voice.
siren between the 1 and 5.
Yeah. 1 and 5, yeah. As you ascend, it's going to need to be brighter, right? Oh,
Yeah. Because it's voice.
Yeah. But start again. Start with the to find that extreme. We start with the extreme to kind of get the reference, and then we can rain it, right? Yeah. So the tongue is going back a little bit. It was a little easier in the beginning there. But here's another thing we can do. Make this break sound a little further. All right, so so you do wow, ow, or ow, owie, 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 owie. Yeah. So that way, and if you slow it down, you can find the resonance on each. Owie, 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 owie. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
So don't. Yeah.
I lost my reference again.
Yeah. Here, let me see. I have to do vibration bass together. Yeah.
I'm not even that low in that part.
It's a low C sharp. What do you mean you're not fucking low in that part? Jesus. What do you mean you don't have a low C sharp? Oh, yeah, it's low.
But that's like is it?
Yeah, that's what that
Is that
note
too?
is. It's this.
What do you know?
Yeah. So find that. Take your time on each note.
Yeah,
the resonance on each note. Yeah.
I'm just trying to find the scale.
Yeah, I got you. So this is actually where solfege might be useful. Let's do solfege just so that you can walk around in your mind and be like, them's the notes, right? So it's do, re, mi, fa, so. Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do.
Yep. Do, mi, do, re, mi, fa, so. I can never go back down. I always say the wrong words.
You can write. Let me write it out for you. You can write it out. It's fun.
Dude, I know it. It just takes me like a couple minutes of repeating it before I get it re-locked into my head.
Yeah. I mean,
do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do.
Yeah.
Do, re, mi, fa, so, fa. Yeah.
That's how you build myelin. That reaching, that feeling. Yeah. That's how you build myelin. Right there.
Yeah. No, and this is what I was doing. Like, after the last one, I was like, okay, now I'm gonna do like, do, mi, so, do, and like, yeah. Do, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, re, mi, re, do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. I'll get that eventually.
You're good. Yeah.
Do, re, mi, fa, so, re, fa, mi, re, do.
It takes a while, by the way. It takes a while. So for solfege to be useful, it takes time.
Yeah.
Because it's not just syllables, it's associating the syllables with the pitch.
The words. Yep.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I was doing a bunch of like 1-5, 1-6, 1-7 and trying to do that with the words and stuff, but it's like it's been a couple weeks and that has not stuck yet.
Yeah. It's its own, like solfege is its own language and skill. It takes some time. Yeah. So the do, re, mi, fa, so, fa, mi, re, do. Because you're gonna want for ease of practice, you're gonna want to be able to just have these things, so you don't have to play and do the recording and all that. But let's say we got it for right now. Yeah.
So you want what word? Vowel?
Owie, ow.
Owie, ow.
It's the
Okay.
think of the vowel. Ow, yeah. Like if you think of those as just individual vowels,
Like that.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
but then still up the scale. Oh, he went up. Ugh.
Don't move
Let's go
on
back to
until
the-
yeah.
Let's go to the first one.
The first one. All right. Next one. Chest a little bit. Chest tension a little bit. Okay. Getting into it. You want to do it. Yeah.
It is so hard for me to match piano, just so not my voice.
Yeah. But this is again, it's just a musicianship exercise and stuff. It's just time.
Yep. Hit it again. Nope.
Do re. But one of those is real nice. You feel that? Like one of those was easier.
Mm.
So I've also been beating you up for like 50 minutes.
Yeah.
So like, but you get you picking up what I'm putting down, right?
Hmm?
Yeah, you did a great job figuring out resonance on those lows, and you clearly put in a lot of work. You clearly put in a lot of work in tension and all that stuff. And so now those lows sound great. Now we just have to bring that same work through these different parts of the range. So it is kind of more of the same. But certain vowels that work real low don't work real that high, and vice versa.
I also threw a curveball at you last time because it was like the intro to like a jazzy progressive metal thing. So like part of that was like intentional and like, stylistic choice, but like you're not gonna know that, right? Like so like
true.
So it was supposed to be like almost like pianissimo, like it was like real quiet and like whatever, and a lot of those jumps and stuff that I was doing, it's like
yeah. So
here's
the thing. You can so pianissimo, if you can do a lot with your voice through ways that are not ergonomic, right? So there are ways to ergonomically achieve pianissimo. One of the hardest things to do is project over an orchestra when you're piano, because you need to be able to like blast. You can't. You have to be able to do both, and then like basically be crescendo.
Yeah,
it's a wild thing to be able to do, particularly the higher you go. So, like, don't ask me to do it on a B flat. Like that's I'm happy when that note comes out my mouth. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Also, fun fact: the D4 for me at the end of the song is actually like not that bad because it's a D4 instead of a D5.
Yeah. God, yeah, that's gonna be fun for me.
So, but yeah, I would like to go back to that kind of stuff later, but I figured like we'll meet on common ground here for a little while, and we can work on stuff that we both understand.
Yeah,
and then move back to more whatever.
Yeah.
Stylistic stuff and whatever once other technique is a little more grounded.
Yeah. I think that's the play. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna use the restroom real fast.
Yep.
For the next student.
Yep.
Awesome. Good job. Thank you for practicing.
Thank you. Yep. Thank you. See you in 2 weeks.
See you in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Doopy 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 doops. All right. Hey,
Hey.
how's it going? It's going well. Your voice cut out a little bit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, if you want to go to in Zoom, there's if you click on the more and then settings, go to audio,
More settings, audio.
and then original sound for musicians. It will be down a little lower.
Original sounds for musicians.
Mhm.
And audio?
Yeah. It's in microphone modes, and then
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
And then
I'm
turn off
looking.
echo cancellation.
Oh, echo cancellation.
Turn it off, yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I'm not seeing it. Is it bad?
No, it's just that if we're doing stuff and then I can't hear, because Zoom will cut you off.
Oh, how's
Yeah.
this?
That seems good to me.
All right.
All right. Okay. Do you want to sing a little something? We'll see where we're at.
What's that?
Do you want to sing a little something and then we'll see where we're at?
Oh, okay. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Okay. So, can you do that again, but use do that on
I'll
flat
make
tones.
do tongue noises.
Yeah, like a raspberry, and sing
Okay,
on the
so
raspberry. Yeah.
I-
You see, this is where I'm losing you a bit.
oh, did that not go through?
It didn't go through. Do you have like a noise
Hmm.
gate on? Or were you able to find the original sound for musicians? Oh,
I see. Let me try this.
Mhm.
Did that go through?
No. Are you
Hmm.
on the Zoom app or the browser?
Browser?
Okay.
Because I don't see the original audio for musicians.
I think it's called something else on the browser thing.
Oh,
Um,
like browser built-in noise suppression or
yeah,
Zoom
turn that
background
off.
noise removal? Okay.
Yeah, turn all the suppression, all that stuff off.
Okay. When Miss Darrell was trying to show me some things, it was having trouble with that too.
Yeah, we can
Um,
if it's if you have to do one browser over Zoom, we can do Discord if that's easier. To figure out all that stuff because we're gonna need that all that off to do some of these exercises. So I can give you
I
a ring
see.
on Discord.
Okay.
All right,
Whatever works.
let's do that. Yeah. So go ahead and we'll exit Zoom. Okay.
Hello.
There. All right. So then in go to the voice and audio settings and just make sure that custom and then the setting for noise suppression should be none.
Let's
Take
see.
over this.
I have it on studio.
Yeah, make it custom.
Okay.
Like, that's what it should look like right there. I don't. Can you say something? Should you give it a shot? Ready? Well, you can send me a screenshot if you know how, if you're on Windows, because I can't hear you if you're talking now. So if you change it to custom, there might be something in your settings that like kind of turned it off. So what you can do is you can send me a screenshot of the settings, and I'll help you out there. Okay. So yeah, that automatically adjust input sensitivity, bring that down basically all the way. It should mostly look green.
La 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 la.
There we go.
All good?
Yep. And then
Hey, awesome.
yeah, I'll give chat a little bit of that. Anyways. All right.
Sorry about the scuff.
It happens. It happens. Okay. So let's do that. Right.
Okay, so third time's a charm.
Nice. Yes. Okay. Now, what you're gonna need to do, make it when you do the flatulence gently. Right? And then also make sure it's consistent. Don't note it. Make sure it's real consistent. Okay. Now sing while doing that.
Oh, so like.
Yes. Yes. All right. I hear a little chest tension. And place your hand on your chest.
All right.
When you breathe, it should move. When you exhale, it shouldn't crunch. It should like go hard.
All right.
Try that. Okay. Next up, the reason why your chest was tight is a muscle called the serratus. Okay.
Serratus?
Yeah, I'll show you a little picture here. Let's see if my camera is still thing. Yeah, it says.
All right.
All right. So this muscle right here, okay?
Yeah.
So the way that I like to stretch this one, I do arms up like that, hands on the elbows.
All right.
And then I move my hip in the same direction my head is going, because otherwise I do like have the almost collapse. So I kind of do that. You feel that a little bit?
Yeah.
All right.
I actually do this motion quite a lot.
Ah, okay. Yeah. When you stretch, instead of like stretching super hard, get to like a point where you start to feel it, and then inhale to kind of expand it.
All right.
And whilst doing that back and forth, okay, so here's what's happening. The tension, as the tension is getting better, you're used to, my hypothesis, my guess, you're used to maintaining and controlling your exhale by using a bunch of different muscles. It's not ideal. Instead, we keep all these muscles loose, and then we maintain the consistency of the exhale with just the stomach, the bottom of the stomach muscle.
Okay.
but everything else is loose. Okay?
Okay.
Try that. Do this a couple times, because it's going to take a little bit to get used to. Because it's very different from what you've been doing. So the control isn't there, but it's a lot easier. There's a lot less tension, so it's going to be better very quickly. But just kind of play around with that. And also, if you want to sing on the words and start singing the song through, that's good, because you don't have a lot of tongue tension, which is what usually that's for.
All right. So just keep doing what I was doing?
This one, because the serratus tension came back a little bit.
Yeah.
And then just focus on that. Just everything is loose other than that. The bottom of the stomach kind of comes in.
All right.
So you went up, which is fine. It's you can move the. What happens oftentimes is we anticipate a song to be at a certain difficulty level. So sometimes when things get easier for us, we move the pitch up to kind of increase the challenge. But singing on the words. Fly me to the moon.
Like sing the lyrics now on raised arm positions?
Yeah. Keep that stretch going.
All right. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Okay. So, when we did the tongue trill, intonation was spot on. When we go to the vowel, first note, fly was a little off because we also need to work on vowels. So, and this is like, these are like the fundamental things that we're putting together. When I change how you breathe, what used to work is not going to, right? So we have to work on the vowels. So we have I are the vowels. And the first rate, fly, is a diphthong, meaning two vowels.
All right.
Fly. So find the vowel by playing around roughly with like I. Right? Does that make sense?
So like, yeah, so something like fly.
Yes. What I would say here is your jaw is jutting forward a little bit, probably because your arms are up, or you're not.
Yeah.
Right, you're making room for it. So as long as we can know that the serratus is loose, which we can do actually, but we can place a hand on it,
All right.
like we did with the chest.
Yeah.
And if I inhale, it should move. Right? And then as I exhale, fly, they don't really come in. They'll move a little bit, but they won't grab. So.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Fun when you can isolate it, right? All right. Fly. Yeah.
Right, so fly.
This is better. Now we have some hip tension. So here's how we can do that. Both feet on the ground. Whether you're sitting or standing doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
All I'm doing, I'm bringing my tailbone. Just move my tailbone left to right. Making sure that my head, my shoulders can move a little bit. Fly.
Fly.
It's better. A little bit more gentle. On the
So
exhale.
like fly.
Yes. Now, trying to think of how much to give you, because the breathiness that's there doesn't have to be there. Do you want it there? I feel like we should get rid of it first, and then if you want it back, we can introduce it. So you want the
we
breathiness.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get rid of the breathiness.
Okay.
I wasn't
So-
even aware I was doing the breathiness.
Yeah. So it's very when we get the vowel right, that'll go away.
All right.
So because what happens with a vowel, the explanation behind this is a little complicated, but what we can, to simplify the concept, when you have a good vowel, the air goes back down on the top of the vocal folds to equalize the pressure, which keeps the vocal folds closed for longer, and so you get more vocal closure. So whereas like right now they're like this, they're not completely open, but there's like a little gap. With a good vowel, this will happen. Okay?
Okay.
So we have fly.
So it's like opening and closing a gate.
I would say it's no, because it's just so dynamic. The metaphor won't apply. It has to do with the way there's a symbiotic relationship between breath and your vowel because of how the formants play out. There's a video I did with Hodgepodge, who is actually an academic and has a whole video. It goes pretty deep. So it's like a really involved explanation. But we can work on, like, it's a symbiotic relationship, I think is the simplest way to say it, is that vowel and breath are two very fundamental parts of singing. And if your breath is jacked, it'll jack up your vowel, and vice versa, right? So your breath is in a pretty good spot because we got rid of some tension, and we're using the muscle that we should use. So your exhale is better. Nothing's ever done, right? Nothing's ever perfect. But now the vowel is kind of in the way. So that's what we'll work on. So the thing I'd like to see is a more raised soft palate. So there's two ways to do this. I want to see if I can get you to do it in a way that's a bit more approachable, or reliable, I should say. If you raise your cheekbones with your face muscles and only your face muscles, that's a weird thing to ask. You see what happens to my face as I do it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Some people say this is like smiling. Is one way to think about it. But I don't have to do anything with my jaw or face.
Oh.
Right? Feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can kind of feel it, yeah.
Yeah. So when you do fly, maintain that lift with your face. As weird as that is.
Alright.
Yeah.
So like, fly me to the moon.
Yes. Except now, good. We have a good vowel. Your serratus is tight again.
Oh.
A lot of this. Right?
Ah, yes.
Yeah. That's, this is why coordination and practice and stuff like that. But like, now you know how to have a good vowel. So you stretch that out a little bit. Maybe hand goes here and here, either one. As long as we can move.
Alright. Fly me to the moon.
So, your neck is a little tight. The jaw jutting a little bit. Okay?
Oh.
So
yeah.
let's bring back this thing we were doing before.
Oh, to wiggle?
Yeah.
Alright. Fly me to the moon.
It's better. Let me explain to you why the wiggle. Which is the weird way to say it. Hold on, I have to
The
bring
sway.
back, yeah.
The back and forth.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to actually have less air come out. But to do that, look at how small these muscles. These are the intercostal muscles, okay?
Yeah.
So the lungs don't have structure of their own. They're attached to the rib cage, okay? If you have tight muscles, we worked on the chest, we worked on the serratus here, right? But look at the lower back. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff here, right?
Yeah,
So,
I see.
Yeah. I'm going to stand for you. the reason I said your neck and your jaw is jutting forward, and the reason why swaying back and forth kind of helps with that. Take this off so you can see. All right. If I have what's called an anterior pelvic tilt, which is to say, my tuchus is kind of poking out a little bit, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to balance that by having my head go forward. So if I sit down, even if you just get a view of your head right next to the camera, right? See that?
Yeah.
I just tilted my tailbone back, and now my chest flares, and now I have to balance my head, right? So by moving back and forth like this, we're moving a lot of muscles that might be tight in the same way that, like, if you try clenching your bicep by moving your arm back and forth, you'll have a hard time doing it, right?
Yeah.
So the motion is going to help you with the tension, which will help you with your posture, which will mean that less is crunching down on your ribcage, which is what we want.
Is that why a lot of singers sort of sway when they're singing?
Most don't know why. That might be why they do it. Some just experience music that way, but it does help a lot of folks. I like to do it as an exercise to kind of loosen up. I do it differently now for me because I have my considerations are like lower, so I have problems with how I place my feet, my knees, and all that stuff. But before we get into that, we'll just go directly to thing. So if you go back and forth, left to right, that's one thing, but then play with forward and backwards as well. All right.
All right.
Yeah. As you do that, you can leave your serratus and chest alone for now. As you do that, pay attention to your neck and jaw.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And now with your face lifted and doing this, massaging your jaw. Try to make sure when you breathe, you might have to put your hand there just to feel a little bit. Make sure when you breathe that your serratus and your chest are moving. Right?
Yeah.
All right. Now with your face lifted and all that moving, and jaw. Fly.
Fly.
That's
fly.
I actually liked the other vowel. Can you kind of go in between those two vowels and play around with that?
Sure. Fly. Fly.
All right.
Fly.
Yeah, bright. Go a little brighter. Fly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fly.
Nice. All right. So the breathiness got a little bit better. It's still there. I think the reason why, rib cage. As you breathe, make sure it's moving.
All right. It's moving. Okay.
Okay. When you exhale, make sure that they don't like crunch, right? That it's all that lower belly motion.
All right. Fly.
Better. Here's what happened. Serratus is tight again. Right? It's like whack-a-mole.
Oh yeah.
It's like whack-a-mole. But like by doing like, okay, put your hand there, breathe, oh, okay, it's tight. Like we build awareness, and then we can fix stuff on the fly. Right?
All right.
Like one of the most aggravating things is if I listen to Baji sing, for a split second I'll be chest is tight, but before I can even finish the thought, she'll fix it on the fly.
Okay.
It's aggravating. Yeah.
A lot of the stuff I do know is me just self-teaching, so a lot of the muscles you're showing me now are new to me.
So, oddly enough, I did not learn this in conservatory. I did not learn this when I got my degree.
Oh yeah?
I really wish I did, because this stuff helped me more than basically anything. I learned this from an Alexander technique teacher in a combination of Pilates, and I just applied it to singing. Yeah. So like, I don't know why more people don't teach this stuff because I think breathing is kind of a big deal.
That's actually really clever.
Yeah. I'm stubborn. I really wanted to sing. So, yeah,
Singing's my passion, so I'll do anything to get better at it.
I respect that. Yeah, I have no chill when it comes to improving singing. So, let's take some time to kind of build up because I've given you a lot, right?
Yeah.
So let's take some time to build up so everything is kind of layer by layer done. So, serratus chest. Just make sure that's moving.
Moving.
Okay. And then when it's moving, we can actually, if we exhale with the bottom of the stomach there, the chest and serratus can stay open. Right?
Yeah.
So how's that? Can you do and these don't contract, right? At all?
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
I didn't feel the contraction anyway.
Good, good. All right. Now we got to get the back loose. So we had a little motion. Just that lower stomach open.
Right.
Nice. Let's do that a couple times because this is weird.
This is how we're communicating now.
Yeah. That is some marvelous flatulence. All right. Do that a couple times. This is weird. Yeah. Now, the facelift stuff.
Oh, okay.
Now, lyrics. Fly me to the moon.
Fly me to the moon.
All right. So, now we want a little bit of a brighter, we want the tongue to be a little wider. So we're going to fly me to the moon. Fly. You hear the difference? It's
Yeah.
It's like
So-
a matter of like millimeters. It's really tiny. It's just a wider tongue.
Fly me to the moon.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have. Let's start lower. I wow yow yow yowie. Right. But with all the stuff we were doing.
Right, so yowie, yowie. Like that.
Yeah. Now, pay attention as you go to the oh. You feel something is being
Oh.
lost. You start the owie. See how mine?
Owie.
Yes. You see how there's like you can keep that resonance throughout every vowel. That's what we want. Right?
All right.
So let's do this second one. And help me gaze among the stars. Right?
Let me gaze among the stars.
But you see how resonance not there, some of those vowels, right? So let's slow the tune down like crazy.
Okay.
Let's just get and to be nice.
And
Let
let
me.
me
But let's do it on the pitch. Me.
me
little jaw tension snuck in, okay?
Hmm.
And that's why you're having a hard time.
Me.
Yeah, the vibrato being shaky there. Do me a favor. Make sure that this is nice and the top of the abs, nice and loose.
All right.
Yeah. And then when you sing, the top of the abs should be nice and loose.
Me. Me.
Exhale was a little too much. Also, make sure, and when that chest and serratus expand, that they stay expanded, that they don't contract.
Me.
Brighter vowel.
I.
Nice. Lower back and neck are tight. So in order to fix the neck, we got to fix the lower back so we can move a little bit.
I.
Yeah, easier, right?
Yeah.
That's what we want. So, let me play. There's two vowels there. A. So, same thing.
Let me play.
Nice. That brighter vowel is helping you. So,
Let me play among the stars.
oh, how'd that feel?
Better.
Yeah.
Felt like it didn't have a tightness as much.
Yeah. So a lot of folks, they don't, they tend to shy away from bright vowels sometimes, but there's a lot of ways to add, like, the darker tones back in. So, one is like, I can, same vowel, loose lips and loose jaw. You feel how resonant that is?
Yeah,
That should be your standard. Every
that's
note,
my standard.
yeah, every note should have that level of resonance. It's gonna feel different as you change pitches and change vowels, but like that idea of just like, oh, there's stuff happening, right?
So like this.
Vowel is not bright enough.
Oh.
Yeah, except the soft palate went down a little bit, so face. Look Make sure when you lift your face, your chest doesn't tighten up. Sometimes we have like weird correlations that just happens. Yeah. Okay. Now the tongue needs to be wide as well. That's a nice ah. Can you give me an ah? Nice. All right. Make sure when you inhale that your back and your stomach are moving. And then give me. There we go. So that's like pretty. I mean, you can get more power on the lung, but like that's a lot. That's a lot of sound.
All right.
So now that we have that sound, now we can kind of craft it and play with it, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So like,
Yeah. Face muscles a little bit because the soft pelt's going down a little bit. Fantastic. Can you do that and give me fly me to the moon?
All right.
But maintain all that.
Okay. Fly me to the moon.
Okay. So, now that tone is really, really brassy, and that's there's a couple ways to adjust that. My favorite, and it's idiomatic to the style, is something that you might. We'll see how it goes. It can be hard to find. Do you like coffee by chance?
I do.
All right. Imagine, and this always sucks when I do this because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna want coffee. Take that like nice morning addict whiff. It's a really long. Oh yeah, one of those, right?
Yeah.
When you do that, what do you feel here?
Like it's sort of like not so much of a pause, but like the breath is sort of like stirring or something. I'm not really good with explaining words.
I guess more simply, do you feel an opening?
Yes.
Okay. Can you, when you feel that opening, can you keep it open?
Yes.
Okay. Those are your false folds. And what you're doing there is you are retracting your false folds.
Oh.
So, here's the difference. When I talk, I've been joking, this is my Mr. Lesage voice. This is my like professional voice because it tends to like keep people at ease, etc. In my speaking voice, I will now unadduct, unretract. All right, and this is actually what I sound like. The pitch has not changed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the pitch has not changed. But when I do that, that's how much it rounds out the sound. Right?
Okay, I get it.
So if I do this, fly me to the moon and help me gaze among the stars. I guess that's nice, but it's not really idiomatic to the genre. So if I retract my false folds, fly me to the moon and help me gaze among the stars. Now,
Yeah, you can tell the difference.
yeah, and I'm also like way more comfortable singing the latter way than I am with neutral false folds, right? But like,
Yeah.
this is not a better or worse than. This is like a tool. So right now we have this bright, brassy sound that's like easy to do, right? But what if
Yeah.
we don't want brassy? So what we can do is we can keep all that but retract the false folds.
All right.
It's a lot to put together. So let's build it up one at a time, right?
Practice makes perfect.
Right. Yeah. So, serratus and chest, is that moving or back? Head, neck, and shoulder, are those all moving when you move your lower back?
Yes.
All right. Can you keep your chest and serratus open and still move? And just exhale using your lower stomach. Might take you a little bit. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right. And now, how's the vowels? All right, now face exercise. With the face muscles. Yeah.
Oh.
Nice. It actually does sound like you had your false fold retracted, but can you intentionally do that?
All right.
Nice. All right. Now, sing the tune with all of those boxes checked.
All right. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Let's go up a little bit. Fly me to the moon. And remember, bright vowel, wide tongue.
All right. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
Neck. Jaws jutting forward a little bit.
Hmm.
So remember, yeah, it's tough. We gotta do all of it. The thing that can happen oftentimes with the retraction of the false fold stuff, sometimes we conflate that with like the tongue going back, right?
Oh yeah.
So one of the ways I like to check is if you can feel that retraction, can you maintain the retraction with the tongue for?
Yes.
Nice. All right, then we're good. All right. So make sure your posture is nice.
All right. Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars.
All right. Sounds good. Let's talk about the music and the pitches, right? Fly me to the moon. Da da dee da da. Try that in like slowly. Fly me to the moon.
Fly me to the moon.
All right. So well, so the we can get the intonation a little cleaner. Where's do ti la so fa so la ti do. So la is real. Fly me to the moon. That's what you're going for.
All right. Fly me.
Listen to the piano here. Focus on just matching the piano.
Fly.
Don't worry about the technique stuff for now. Okay?
All right.
Just here, match this one.
Fly.
So you're actually a little sharp. Here, sing this one. You see how we're on different notes? Yeah. Alright, that's better. Now let's go back down here. Alright. We're gonna learn some solfege, okay? Because right now, you're harmonizing. You're not actually matching my pitch. That's okay. So we're gonna do is do, oh god. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay.
All right.
Can you do that?
Right. Do, re, mi, la, so.
So, let's break this down. So solfege takes a while to become useful. But it is like the most reliable way to train musicianship. Mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And what we want to do here is we just want a good scale. And the way that we can start using that is there are a lot of like YouTube videos where you can like watch them and they'll have like solfege. I'll send you actually a link.
Okay.
And what I like to do is I like to like slow them down. But the main thing when you do these solfege exercises, the main thing when you do these is you want to be able to do them without having the YouTube video right then and there, okay?
Okay.
So, the pitch, the intonation previously was off when you were singing due to a technique issue because there was tension, and so it kind of like the voice was responding to these like to either too much breath for the that was appropriate for the vowel, and then things kind of like clog up, and there's that tightness that you didn't like, right? That frankly
Yeah.
no one enjoys, right? So
I could feel that tightness.
yeah. So we got rid of that tightness, and the intonation was a lot better, but there's still an issue with the intonation. But that's because of your sense of pitch relationship, right? So, you're not tone deaf because when I tell you to sing a different note, you can adjust the note, right? And you're like, what you're doing is you're harmonizing, but you don't know you're harmonizing. Solfege is all about pitch, well, movable do specifically, is all about pitch relationships. Do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do, la, do, ti, do, re, do, ti, do, so, do, fa, mi, re, ti, do. Like, I could just go on. And I can, this is how I read music, right? Without a piano.
Yeah.
I can just read in my head. Sit down, look at sheet music. I know where do is, I know what ti is, so that's how I can silently read music in my brain, is because I have solfege. Problem, it takes a little bit to kind of be useful, but at least useful in that way, where you can start to be like, I want to do do fa mi, or do fa la, do fa mi, do fa la ti. So like if I want to break down a chord, do mi so ti re fa, that's 11th chord.
All right.
Yeah. So I can outline chords, I can outline chord progressions, I can do harmonies. Doing it that way takes a long time. But just the benefit of increasing your sense of pitch relationship is like, it's so good at that. Right? So,
Yeah.
go ahead and do just do, re, mi, re, do.
Do, re, mi, re, do.
Okay. Now skip re. Go straight to do, mi.
Do, mi, do.
Better. But check your mi again by going do, re, mi.
Do, re, mi. Do, mi, do.
No. Do, re, mi, re, do. Just that.
Do, okay. Do, re, mi, re, do.
Okay. When you're doing these exercises, try not to slide too much. You want re to be re. Just because, like, you can play with it much later, that's fine. But, like, while we're trying to build up pitch relationships, so.
Alright. So, do, re, mi, re, do.
Yeah, but don't kill that freedom. Just because I told you don't slide. I just don't do like don't do crazy slides. Yeah.
Just trying to get a good footing.
Yeah. The reason why is because when your technique issues come back, is you're like trying not to, you're gonna stiffen up, and then the intonation is gonna be off for technical reasons, right?
Okay.
So when you do your solfege, you don't have to be perfect technique in your solfege, but like make sure the posture, make sure the basics are there. Okay.
Okay.
Do, re, mi. Yeah.
Do, re, mi.
Nice.
Do, re, mi, re, do.
How was your re?
Do, re, mi, re, do.
Okay. Now, think re, but don't sing re, and get to me.
Okay. Alright. Do, re, mi, re, do.
Except you sang re. It's a little tricky,
Do.
actually.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Do, re, mi, re, do.
Except you sang re again. Here's how you're going to do it. Here's how you're going to do it. We're going to separate this.
All right.
Think do, re, mi. Don't. We're going to do what's called audiating. Think the pitches.
Alright.
Just think it.
Do, re, mi.
But yeah, silently in your head. Let me know
Do,
when.
re, mi.
Yeah. So after you do it silently in your head, you can sustain do, do, and then your mind can go to re. Do, mi, and then when you, in your mind, get to me, you can sing me.
All right. Do, re, mi. Do, mi.
Nice. So, you were a bit flat on me by like a cent. I'm being so picky, okay? But it's a technical reason. Because that leap is just going to be a little bit more challenging to do. When we transition via step, the vowel changes are a lot more subtle. So, so when we do do, mi, if you do it enough times, the do, re, mi enough times, physically, audiating it becomes a lot easier. So,
Alright.
yeah. But this is how you can go like do, ti, la, so, fa, fly me to the moon. Right?
Yeah, has the sort of like same beat in a way.
It's the same pitches, same pitch relationships. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's just a scale, which is nice. So, we did it with do, re, mi. Do, re, mi, fa. It's that fa.
Do, re, mi, fa.
All right, let's make sure we're nice and.
Oh.
Do, let's see, wait. Do, re, fa.
Do, re, mi, fa.
Let's establish do first, our tonal center.
okay.
Do.
Okay. Do.
Might be too low for you. So, do. Try that.
Do. Do.
Okay.
Do.
You're like. You hear the difference between those two? You're here.
Yeah.
And I'm here. So your do and my do are different, but here's where you can get to where I'm at. I'm gonna sing with the note you were singing, which is this.
Do.
You go a little flat. I'll do. You try to match my pitch. Do.
Do.
Right. Now you're on that E. Okay. Now you're gonna get to me by saying do, re, do. So yeah.
Do, re.
Now we're on the same pitch.
Do, re.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pitch relation.
Do, re, mi.
Yeah. Now you're getting it. Now where's fa?
Do, re, mi, fa.
Ah. You went for the minor third, not the major third.
Ah.
So in the major scale. Do, re, fa. Do, re, mi, fa.
Do, re, mi, fa.
Okay. Pick a do. I'm gonna have you pick the do. Okay.
Oh. Do.
Okay. All right. Give me re.
Re.
But that's your do. Where's the re in relation to your do?
Do, re.
All right. Now give me me.
Do, re, mi.
All right. Try that. Yeah. So, here's the catch. This is a lot on your. How's your brain feeling? It's probably a little
Bit
tired.
fuzzy.
Right? Yes. Oh my god. Especially like I want to point out, it was kind of immediately after I was like think the pitch while singing. Right? That was probably pretty brutal. Yeah. So, when we think, we're going to tighten up a little bit. Okay? Inevitable. So, like, and this is a lot on the brain. Those solfege videos that I sent you one of them. There's a ton.
Yeah.
So many. It's going to be like when we learn to speak English. If I say a word and you get used to the sounds and all of that. So by listening and singing along to these as best you can, or on a or whatever, and saying it in your mind, that's great practice. When you walk away, you can just do do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. And think of different like things, like do, re, do, mi, do, fa, do, so, do. Like, challenge yourself. Or just do the patterns that they hand you here. But make sure you spend some time doing it without the video's help. You can even start, do a little bit, go back to that spot, see if you can do it without the video, and check yourself against the video. Because you have to build it internally. And then you'll be able to know when you're not on pitch.
Yeah. For the most part, it seems like I got, I'm at least got like a good sort of like foundation to work with, but definitely something I need to work and practice on.
I've given you a lot.
Yeah.
But like, I when this happens, I like to blame the student for being good. Right? Because, like, we did the technical stuff. You kind of figured it out pretty quick, right? Singing was way easier. Good job.
Like, I can pick up things rather quick, but I just need to be able to stick to it and have it stick.
And that's just the consistency. But like, it always, I mean, it's the reason I do these things for free is because I can make videos on these, but you don't know what you're going to need to work on.
That's also true.
I have dozens of voice lessons. People watch their voice, like some people really watch like all the voice lessons, and then they book a voice lesson, and then what I work on them is different, and they haven't run into it before because I didn't run into their specific combination of problems, not just their problem, but their combination of problems. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why I like to do this, because in reality, the voice is odd enough and there's enough that can go fakakta that if I can't help people specifically individually, usually people get stuck. So when I get someone who I'm helping technically and they can figure out a lot quickly, usually what that tells me is they've tried a bunch of stuff, like a bunch, but they've never put it together. So I can tell you do this, and you're like, oh, I've done that before. Right?
Yeah.
The musical stuff, this is stuff that's actually, like, who would think to do this? And as a way of solving a problem. It's, this is where, so that's why I do it. And so I've given you a lot.
Yeah.
The video's
definitely going to be working with it.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of things I wasn't even aware.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm here. So, I mean, good job. And sorry to fry your brain. Solfege,
It's all good.
Yeah. Solfege is exhausting at first. And as you keep challenging yourself, it'll get more and more exhausting.
Yeah.
But what's fun, when you start getting like good with it, go and when you watch like one of Daryl's streams when she composes, you'll start, she doesn't use like solfege like formally, but she has played the shit out of her scales on guitar.
Yeah.
She has done basically this work. Like when she's composing, she's like, oh, I want it to go here. Right?
Yeah.
Solfege is nice, and learning stuff formally is nice because we have names and we can point to something. We can say, that's what I'm doing, and this is the syllable, and it gives us a reference. But what we can do with it is ultimately more important. So when you watch a stream with Daryl composing, think about solfege. Not necessarily the matching of what she's doing the solfege, because with her harmonies you'd be like, what's going on? Was it tay? Was it like it won't work that easily? But like the usage of the intervals and the relationships and all that, like she's such a stellar musician, and you can start to
she's one of the
appreciate
best.
Yeah. But like you'll start to like really appreciate it on a level with nuance that you just won't be able to. It's great. It's gonna be. I think your enjoyment of her stream will go up. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Which is like I've been looking forward to doing this with you for a while because I want to push myself even further. And now that I got solfege lessons, I have a general gist of how my pitch should be instead of just having like maybe like this when singing.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely going to be practicing the heck out of it.
Yeah. So we moved booking to I think you saw this. I think we moved it to the Discord where you can book through the Discord.
Yeah.
I would do that sooner rather than later because yeah, things get filled up like real quick nowadays. So
all right.
Like I've given you a lot to work on, so you have a lot to work on, but it is helpful to like have checkups and stuff like that. I'm gonna see what I can do about like checkup stuff where people can send like audio recordings and then I can give people like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or something like that. I have so much I want to do. But maybe eventually. But the best thing you can do is practice and book a lesson ASAP. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
I appreciate all the help you've been. It was a fantastic time, and maybe we'll see you again soon.
Yeah. Yeah. High five through the internet.
Yeah. Big high fives.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. Okay. You weren't able to book, Caroline, through the Discord? You might want to message Schuster about that then, because you should be able to book. It shouldn't be that much of an obstacle. If it is, Schuster can help. Because it might be a little complicated. It could be because you're using the phone. I don't know. I haven't gone through the user experience of booking a lesson with myself. Yeah, it's a little, it's not as intuitive as the old booking portal where you just like click on a thing. But it's a nice way to make sure we don't get, people who want to sabotage all of this. So that's why we do it. Oh yeah. So it's just the, it's the Discord. So for YouTube, it's in the description. We have yet to fix the, Twitch, you can do !Discord. I think it links it. It was easy on desktop. Okay. There we go. And so for the for YouTube, it's in the video description. Okay. So yeah. Try to, Caroline, I guess you can take screenshots as well if you're running into problems, and we'll figure it out that way, okay? Because I'd love you. You've been such a supporter of the channel, and like definitely like since the beginning of the whole VTube thing, I'd love to be able to help you. So let's we'll try to figure it out. Okay, let's find somebody to raid. Also, like super hype on having 2 raids. It's pretty dope. Super hype on having he's recording for Bocce Day, then it is Saber, yeah. Okay. I was leaning Saber, I saw Numi, I was like, do I? But yeah. Saber is, especially if he's recording Bocce Day, we love us some Saber in this house. Okay. I'll see you later, YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, guys.